US Japan. So, win-win.
Greetings, Kaiju fans, and welcome back to United Kaiju Podcast. If you are new here, welcome. This is a podcast that talks about kaiju, figures, anime, comics, rumors, complaints, comments, and if you are
Rumors,
not new here,
complaints.
welcome back. And joining me, I'm Mattzilla, also known as
Hi.
Majirra or MC. Joining me is Justin,
Hi.
Ramon, and the lovely John.
Hello.
So welcome, and we hope you enjoy this episode.
And
Oh,
you
yes.
want to bless it?
And to bless the episode, Daddy's home.
Oh,
Cake every
I
night.
thought we were doing the other thing.
Let's get it.
That's for later.
Last
That's for later.
episode
And
of
let's
2025, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
That.
So,
Oh yeah, our
Johnny
last
boy.
episode.
Yep, the last episode of the year. Can't believe we're already about to be in 2026. Holy.
It only seemed like yesterday it was 2020 and I
Got
barely got
COVID.
started.
Oh, sorry, not COVID.
I mean, 2020 was when the world shut down also, so I mean...
You know, it was a good time to take over the world, I'm going to say. I wish I thought about it.
Bro, 2020 was just a wild year.
World domination should have been on my bingo list, but it wasn't, so...
It's all right.
I'm at that point where I'm ready to hear about Pinky and the Brain's idea.
What are we
I'm
going to do
ready to
tonight?
hear it.
What we do every night,
Same thing we
Pinky.
do every night.
Try to take over the world. Ugh. You know, I think Pinky was the smartest one out of that one.
Because he's just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just like
Planes.
us.
Planes.
Happy to be there.
Okay, here we go with the off tangent shit again.
I just want to say,
You
Well,
always
okay.
go off tangent. You always go off tangent.
Let's get into the matters, the beans, the potatoes, the greens, all that good stuff. So, the Writers Guild Association, which has now pulled the article, had put on there that
Nicolas Cage is joining Godzilla.
Nicolas Cage is joining Godzilla. Correct. They said something along the lines of, the Godzilla in character and the big drop, Space Godzilla. Copyright Toho, blah, 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 which would initiate all rumors to be true that Space Godzilla will be in it in GXK Supernova. This also kind of aligns with Matt Modine's little drop when he first announced himself in the film. He had the dinosaur with this, I don't even remember any, or something. What did he do exactly? I forgot what he did. What did he post?
Three
He
things.
did some hashtags.
He did the
More than 5.
What other show be doing? Saying a terrible space monster is heading to Earth. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla artwork.
Right.
And a clip of Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla that I posted on the channel.
Right.
On my page.
So, and like I said, and I posted the image and also got comments saying that page wasn't a great source, blah blah blah, and like I said before, thus they also have taken down that page, whether it was a purpose leak or just an oopsie doosey. Who cares? The word is out. Uncle Space Godzilla has joined the fray.
Yeah, or it wasn't even him and it was his publicist or his
That's-
handler or whoever handles his...
Right, they all just because who knows exactly what Modine is doing.
Space Godzilla has an Instagram? Dope.
Rawr.
Yeah,
Probably.
It's
He
at
does.
Space Godzilla.
His baby
Space Godzilla.
Godzilla running. Oh, you little
Angry
fucker.
Space Godzilla.
He's like,
Yeah.
you will give
Little
me sure.
Godzilla murderer.
You will make sure
It'll
my
probably be
Instagram
like-
is perfect. One fuck up, I'm beating your ass again. And give
Yeah,
me another
I
beer
will
while you're at
lock
it.
you in the crystal chambers.
Prison. Yep.
But yeah, so after this news kind of broke out, as always, we erupt in excitement, speculation, even deeper than it already was. So what do you guys think? Space Godzilla.
What, Justin?
I just got news. Just dropped. And I can't. Oh, I want to talk about it, but we can't on the podcast. We have to do this over. What we were talking about? That random person that showed up on someone's Instagram. I
Yeah.
just got the fucking word, dude. Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh god. All right.
Oh,
We'll
it's
have to-
good. We'll talk about that. All right. So, Space Godzilla.
So back on subject.
Oh no, it's good. I had a feeling of Space Godzilla. I was more excited for Gigan because Space Chicken, but I am curious on how they're going to make him, his backstory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If I want three things.
Okay.
4 things. I want the roar has to be fucking nasty. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I'm excited, but I want a mixture of maybe legendary and something else because you can't use Biolante's roar because Biolante's not existed yet in legendary. We don't know. They could pull something out of their ass. Space crystals on his back and shoulders are a must. Tusks. That's a big one. I don't know. I want the tusks. How are they going to do the tusks? And they got to have Corona Beam. And it has to be called Corona Beam. Because coronavirus.
Okay. All right. I mean, and this has kind of been one of my arguments. I don't want him to be a copy and paste. I want some creativity in this bad boy. Like, for a kaiju that isn't a household name, I think they really need to kind of they got to put a lot on him. Like I want, I think I said it in a post, like have him be like truly alien, but with like space crystal dorsals on his back or something. Really fucking doing something different, and going with Justin on the roar. With Legendary and King of the Monsters, I wasn't the biggest fan of King Ghidorah's roar. Except in that one scene with the cross and everything, I thought that was dope. Rodan's roar, wasn't, and especially like for King Ghidorah, yes, they modified the BD sound a little bit, and it was in there here and there. I feel like, and I agree, Justin, I think the roar, it's got to, I would even say, put the roar in that MZ let us all discovered in the trailer, and because that sounds nasty as fuck. Like,
that was going to be my point. Absolutely. I want the original.
Right. I think it'd be cool to have, right? Like, that, I think that would be such a kicker, because not a lot of people, let me backtrack. I don't know if a lot of people actually know about that roar from that trailer. Like, I didn't know about it.
Let me ask you a quick question then, John.
What?
So in King of the Monsters, we had the original Gojira roar and the Heisei King Ghidorah roar. Do you think they will throw that roar Space Godzilla that MC introduced to us for the film? Because they do kind of like to pay a little respect towards the classics. I
think it would be cool. I mean, because after comparing them, it reminds me of the actual T-Rex roar that they discovered, that and that laugh in the background or whatever he does. That is creepy. That's scary. I feel like, now we're bringing in, a top-notch Godzilla villain. He needs to be top-notch. It needs to be oh shit.
And there we go.
And here we go.
Dropping shit on the podcast.
Godzilla's mask fell. Where did it even come from?
You want to check on that?
No, I'm leaving it. But it needs to have presence, right? When you had King Ghidorah, his image, fucking cat. He needs to be fierce and feared, and I want to fear that. I want to feel it. You know what I'm saying?
You want that roar to grab you by the ball sack?
Yes, I want it to twist it, grab my balls and twist it, bro. Make me fear you. Because I think this film, if we're truly going with Space Godzilla, like I said, he's not a household name. You can ask, not giant Godzilla fans, hey, Space Godzilla, and they'll be like, no, what's a Space Godzilla? Right, exactly. So this really needs to, they gotta have it gravitate, and this has always been my concern with bringing in Toho Kaiju, is if you don't have a household name, what's gonna draw the attention?
Doug.
right? Now, granted, Gigan and Biolante aren't household names either, and so they would have to do a lot for that. But we're bringing in, Space Daddy here, like so. It needs it. It's gotta grab these people to go see this movie so it can make money and continue on with the Monsterverse. But what are y'all guys' thoughts as well?
I think regardless of what's going to happen, it's going to be divisive because I appreciate what your note said on the other day on Instagram was like, unpopular opinion. You don't have to
Legendary
follow
doesn't have to
Toho's.
follow Toho's
Yeah,
lore.
yeah.
Right.
So
They
it
don't.
kind of
They
got me
shouldn't.
thinking that it would be really interesting if like whatever monster does show up isn't actually Godzilla. It just kind of looks like Godzilla
Right.
with crystals, and then the humans just look at it and they're like, well, it kind of looks like Godzilla, but they're not the same.
Right.
But let's just call him Space Godzilla. So
They
it's
bring
like,
that fucking kid in just to say Space Godzilla and he leaves. Remember, like,
I mean,
that's not
maybe,
Robo
but-
Godzilla. That's Mecha.
It's a
Especially if
Godzilla
they have-
from space. Must be
Yeah.
a Space Godzilla.
Godzilla.
I would walk out. I'm sorry. I'd leave.
I'm like, I'm done. I'm
Dude,
done.
the bar is not high. for
It's
like
not.
horror films,
It's not,
I
but
would be
that-
like,
that
yep,
really
that-
lowers
that
it.
tracks.
But I mean,
Tracks.
it going on the note, like it was actually interesting some of people's responses by it because there was actually like it was two different sides. One was like they kind of interpret it wrong, and other people were like, yeah, like I want to see Legendary kind of do different things. Like, a lot of people are hooked on the fact that, all right, he has to be from space. He has to have this. He has to have that. No, he actually doesn't. Like, I think my argument would be with Godzilla and going with the canon of Godzilla is like, yes, you have to have that foundation in there for Godzilla. It's not like you can change him and say, well, he came from the stars too. That would incite riots. You have to keep the original origin for Godzilla. But other things,
I don't know. Legendary didn't keep the original origin story for Godzilla, so why not throw the book out the window?
but I thought he was. I
completely-
thought.
Legendary completely disregarded the fact that Godzilla was created by dropping of the nuclear bomb. They said Earth was a lot more radioactive back then, completely disregarding the nuclear weapon thing. So, Space Godzilla could very well be this crystalline substance that also happens to be growing on Earth. And what do you know? Some scientists discover this mountain cavern that is like all these giant crystals, and they're like, wait a minute, that new comet that we discovered, it seems that they're communicating with each other, and they're drawing Godzilla to it too. And the crystalline substance is like, we discovered this powerful source on Earth that we want to become a part of, Orga style. So they like fuck up Godzilla in the first act and like maybe rips his arm off or
Oh
something.
my
And then
God.
For the rest of the movie, Godzilla's hurt and regenerating back in Hollow Earth, where it's closer to the radioactive center. And then the crystalline substance just starts to fuse and grow, and bam, we've got a Space Godzilla, because this crystalline substance that doesn't exist anywhere else except for this one place that clearly was here from millennia ago when there were more Godzillas and Great Wars. It's an ancient species. A lot like how they keep building it up with Shimu, and they did with or Shimo, and they did with King Ghidorah. It's like always this dramatic, he's preparing for something big. It's like he's always preparing for something big.
And,
And then they end up, and then they just kill the monster, and it's just like, why'd you kill him? I thought he was powerful.
right.
No, I have to agree with that logic because it's like, if we are introducing a Toho Big Bag, especially Space Godzilla, we have to kind of rewrite the origin story of the character. Like, we don't want, like John said, we don't want Legendary to just copy and paste what Toho is doing because we don't have a Biolante to make a Space Godzilla.
I got a Biolante.
So, yes, and it's lovely, by the way. Good job, good job. Give Justin a round of applause. No, it's just going to be interesting with how they write the origin of Space Godzilla. How is he made? How does he become the Bee? Where does he get his power from? His abilities, his strengths, his weaknesses, so on and so forth. There's so many questions and variables that are going into this. Now that Space Godzilla is quote-unquote confirmed to be the next big bad in the Monsterverse, which once we get deeper in, I still have some things I want to say about it. But Justin, what are your thoughts?
Well, I get
on
pretty
the matter?
deep at times. Not as much as I thought I could get, but it's average. So, all right.
I'm all out of dick, ma.
I'm not a dick, ma. So my only thing is, I was thinking about is what if they kind of go back to the 94 film? All right, hear me out. Space Godzilla steals or kidnaps Baby Godzilla. Or, God, what the fuck is he called? The cute one. The best
Little
one.
Godzilla.
Little Godzilla. Space Godzilla kidnaps Doug. Oh, shit.
That's how we find out
hold
Doug
on.
is a Godzilla.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, shit. What if Doug becomes Space Godzilla? Like, he's been down there, and then Kong's like, there goes my fucking dog, man. I gotta go fucking that. Dude calls
I gotta
him.
go kill.
No. Can't kill Doug.
No, kill Space Godzilla.
No. And that's
Well,
why.
that would be so interesting. Like, what if, kind of going on Justin's, if like the alien morphs with Doug, becoming the Space Godzilla, and Kong is like,
Doug
I
is
gotta kill.
Space Doug. Space Doug.
Because kind of like thinking about what is it? Which Ghidorah film is it? Which Ghidorah film is it that he comes in a meteorite? Is that
Ghidorah the Three-Headed
Oh, that's
Monster.
Ghidorah the Three-Headed
right?
Monster.
So what happens, right? Because Modine posted the meteorite. What happens if the meteorite comes down, lands, starts attracting, like all the creatures in Hollow Earth, and Doug gets fucking, like, I don't know, some like
that hurt my
vines
feelings.
come out, pulls Doug in, and then boom, you have like this abomination that is now, Space Godzilla, because Doug is a Godzilla and whatnot.
Or the meteorite goes through Hollow Earth, goes through the surface of the Earth into Hollow Earth, lands on a plant creature we've never seen before that could be interpreted as biological,
Or
fuses with the crystal substance, and then eats Doug
Hmm.
to become that bit of
Well,
Godzilla.
I don't know. I just
So you basically want John Carpenter's a thing with this, John, right?
No, I don't want that.
Well, I mean,
Isn't that what it is? The
essentially yes. Essentially yes. You are absolutely right. And I mean, but in the thing is a great film.
It is a great film.
I just don't think it could be that gruesome and like detailed, but I do understand MZ's and response to no, because then it's not something like original, which also I don't think Legendary has done yet. Let's be real, like they haven't really done something original in their film. It's always been something borrowed and whatnot, and this has always been my complaint is I want to see Legendary stand on their own 2 feet for once. Granted, like King of the Monsters made a lot of money. Skull Island was fantastic, and that rewrote Kong's background story a lot. So I think where is that that confidence that they can do something on their fucking own? Like, I mean, it is what it is at this point. If Space Godzilla is truly 100% in it, all right, we're moving on. We're going with it. But, I would like to see something really gravitational to this story.
So I'm dying. I'm laughing my ass off. Hannah, I gotta tell you. So hold on. So who's all seen Waterboy? I'm gonna tie this all in real quick. So all seen
I
Waterboy.
mean, ages ago, sure.
Do you remember the scene where Coach Klein goes in, starts crying, he throws the ball through the window and hits the professor in the head? So when, this popped in my head when MZ was like, what if the comments or meter starts coming down, blasts through the earth and hits Hollow Earth, but it hits Kong. And I was like, and Kong like, I don't know. I was laughing in my house like that's what I pictured.
I kind of feel like that would take his head off.
But
Like,
I want.
it would just leave a
Here's
gap.
one thing. I still want little funny scenes though, like when Kong hits a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Bring that back somehow.
Sure.
That was probably one of the greatest, like, top 3 maybe scenes because no one was expecting that.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that humor. But the other bullshit was pulled aside. I want a little humor, but I want fucking dark. Let's go dark. Again, I would love for this to be a Captain America Civil War. That's what I would like.
Well, also kind of like I'll say this. Yeah, I ate my words because I had so many doubts this would be Space Godzilla. I actually had pretty high hopes that we would get another original kaiju because I feel like, man, it's still too soon. And I kept thinking to myself, and I kept asking John, like, well, who do you think it's going to be? If it's going to be Space Godzilla, Gigan, so on and so forth, there's so many big bats that they can grab from Toho. And I was just like, you know what? I think they're gonna play it safe and do another original monster. But since Scar King and Shimo kind of had mixed reactions, now it's like, yeah, there you go. MZ could not stand the Scar King. I mean, look at him right now.
Oh boy, another monkey.
Another monkey. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's Space Godzilla. I still can't believe they actually pulled off a miracle because I never thought we would get that type of big bad in the Monsterverse. But I'm excited to see what direction to go. And like John said, I do kind of hope if they make it gruesome, let's get a little gory. I feel like Monsterverse kind of steers away from that, but it does like little subtle hints of it. Like I think the most gory scene involving a human character was the guy in GXK, the pilot of the Heave, whatever you want to call
he got
it.
eaten by a tree.
Yeah, he got eaten by a tree in one go.
Vegetarians
Didn't Kong
were happy
didn't Kong
that
rip
moment.
Didn't Kong rip a wolf in half over his
Yeah.
body?
Yes, but
Yeah.
you cannot
And
use
shot
blood.
his blood?
Blood is green. You can't use red
It's
blood.
not red.
That's how they get
So?
away from rated R.
Well,
Yeah.
no kidding. But who's their demographic? Not Kill Bill fans.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
great
of
movie.
course,
Great
this is-
movie. Great movie.
This is a
Great-
kids
great
movie.
fucking
It's for
movie.
kids.
This is definitely, I think these films, and I agree with MC, I think they're geared towards the younger.
Yeah, because it's all
Demographic.
about selling toys.
Right.
And even though the high-end toys are for the adult collectors,
Toys.
they make more money with those toys that you get, at...
I mean, let's be real.
Grocery store and
As
stuff.
shitty as the Playmates figures were, they were obtainable for kids, and that's how a lot of kids kind of got into Godzilla in the first place.
And that's how they get started. And they're excited and they love them.
So
Yes,
here's my
that's
question.
just-
So none of us have kids that we know of. Now, if you had kids, would you buy them Playmates or would you like go a little bit above it?
No, absolutely, I'd give them Playmates. I mean, it
Yeah,
also depends upon the
especially
maturity level.
depending on the age. If they're still at that age where they're smashing everything together, I am not buying a kid a $50 higher figure because that's gonna break easily, especially with the
100
joints.
100 plus
You would buy your kid a $50 higher and have it be destroyed.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
And also
pop
the
off.
thing is, like, depending upon like the
Salt bae?
maturity level of the kid, how many toys they have, and where do they play with the toys.
Right.
It's like my nephew plays with the toys outside in the mud, in the dirt, and then he leaves them out there overnight. And then it's like, oh, hey, bath time, let's wash your toys too. And it's
Now,
just
they-
one of those things where it's kind of like they don't know the difference. I mean, they can visually know the difference, but when they're playing with them, it's all about their imagination
Yeah.
and what they've seen in the movies.
That's all
and
gonna
the toy
take
is
them.
just a representation. Even when they draw pictures on paper and cut them out and play with them as toys, my nephew and I do that now, and it's like it's so much fun. It's like it's all about engaging the imagination,
Right.
and that's why I'm like toys are great, but they're not necessary.
And it's not to shame parents who, go out and buy their kids higher figures and they get all rough with them. Like, we ain't like shitting on y'all. Like, this our
I am.
well, Justin is.
Of course.
But I think it's like, but at the same time, we're also, we're older now. I mean, like, my dad would get me the original Bandai figures, and I roughhouse with them, and some of them are broken, and it sucks because now their value has decreased exponentially, and if I ever wanted to sell them, which I never will, I can't because they're damaged. So you learn, what to do with them. But
I have learned though in the community, there are people who like are missing pieces.
yeah.
And like people like me, I have like Rubbermaid containers full of like broken McFarlane toys, Jurassic Park, like literally Generation 1 toys, Trendmasters Godzilla toys, and the one thing is the T-Rex from the original Jurassic Park line. One of his arms would always fall off. So in these like groups, they're like, "Hey, does anyone have a T-Rex arm?" I'll be like, "I do. No T-Rex, but I've got the arm. I'll sell it to you." And then $10 later, I ship off this arm, and this guy's like, "Yeah, my T-Rex is complete."
That reminds me of this one dude on YouTube. He has like billions and billions of parts from buildings, but he creates things from these parts. It's really creative, and I love to watch it. But yeah, I totally MC. Like, I again, I mean, Justin, I have to
I
ask,
just
right?
can't
Could
bring
you
myself to.
go
I
ahead?
just can't bring myself to throw away like the mechanical burning Godzilla battery operated like toy.
Right.
Like I have that,
Yeah.
but both of his legs are broken. But I've got the whole
Dang.
thing. But I'm like, I'm not gonna throw this away because it's like it's in great condition other than the fact that it's broken. Someone is like, "Hey, I'm missing the skin." I'm like, "Great, I'll sell you the skin with the spines." And Someone's like, I've got the skin, but not the mechanics. I can fix the mechanics. I'm like, great.
Fucking
have the
Ted Bundy
skeleton.
over here of
Fix the broken
toys.
legs.
But can you say, MZ, that you
Yeah.
also sort of have a personal attachment to it?
To the
even
skin?
though
Oh,
it is
100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Not the skin, Justin. Jesus Christ.
The foreskin.
the lotion on the
Yeah, these are all toys from my childhood that I somehow acquired because my parents didn't buy it.
MC's just robbing fucking toy stores and shit. You don't even know it.
but
Straight kleptomaniac over here.
to be fair, I'm pretty sure there was this one friend I had who was pretty rich, and he was like an only kid and very neglected, and he never knew what he had. He had so much, and he would always let me borrow things, and then we just kind of grew up and grew apart and never gave this stuff back.
I'll be honest as fuck right now and tell a quick story. I stole a fucking sofubi from a kid I knew. I didn't even know it at the time it was a sofubi. It was like one of the old school ones too. I never knew, and he never knew what was gonna miss. And I think this was, God, ages ago. I still have it to this fucking day. And I look at it and I'm like, I took that from a kid. Like, and of course, I was a kid at the time too, and I wanted it.
Shut up, you were 30.
I was 35, and I stole a kid's Godzilla figure. Like, absolutely. But
Punch the kid in the shoulder.
This book that started my collection. This was
Yay.
from his house. It was in.
You took it. You took it from his house.
And I just took it. Well, I asked if I could borrow it. I asked if I
You
could
just
borrow
took
it. And then he forgot about it.
And that's the great, because when we're kids, we don't fucking like remember shit.
don't
It just
care.
gets
Yeah.
gets tossed to the side, or it's hilarious. But yeah.
It's okay. I did the same thing, John. I stole my buddy's Showa Gaigan figure and never gave it back to him. And then I look at it as a doll, I'm like, man, I still have this fucking thing.
Yeah.
I wonder where he is now.
I
Fuck
really
it.
hope you guys try to steal shit from me.
I would never.
You would
I would
never
never.
leave this house.
No,
I would never.
I'd give it a try.
Oh,
We all just like huddle together and like have his like figures like in like a pool. He's like, guys, what are you doing? Nothing. Go away. Can you leave this bedroom? This is my house, John. I don't give a fuck. Leave.
I just be having the Biollante back, and this is going with me.
But kind of rewinding before we get back on track. Then Justin, I gotta ask you: if you had a kid, would you let your kid play rough with your defos?
Ooh.
Oh, if I had a kid, they wouldn't be allowed in this fucking room.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah.
There.
Remember, so here is a great idea that I think I don't know where I came up with it. If you ever have anybody come over to your house and you have a collection, this is like not just guys, anything. Have that fucking kid do two things: hands in the pockets, or they have to keep clapping so they know where their hands are. I'm telling you, it fucking works. Works. I had when I had the Star Wars collection up and kids come, I'm like, start clapping, motherfucker. Yep, just letting you know. And I tell the parents, once that kid stops clapping, boom, in the back. I will fucking. Oh yeah.
You completely yeet him to next oblivion, and it's like, you stop clapping. No, but it's the same thing. Like my mom would do the same thing. When I went into like toy store, she's like, hands in your pockets or behind your back, no touching, just look. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
That. Like I agree. I 100% agree. I think, you know, but you know, once again, now we can gear back towards, you know, the film. This is, and I was trying to find what the rating of the film was going to be, because I know we had discussed before, like, you know, how many F-bombs they can drop. Justin, I think you actually said this, like, they're only allowed to drop one F-bomb in a PG-13 movie.
Yep.
Right?
The
Yeah.
best F-bomb ever. And you got two. You have Guardians of the Galaxy, open the fucking door, and then Top Gun Maverick. What the fuck was that? PG, one F-bomb. Now,
King of the Monsters is PG-13 too, right?
Yeah, but
Yes.
they don't say any fucking.
No, he doesn't. Doesn't O'Shea Jackson's character goes, "Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me," and he gets shot up by Ghidorah.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
I think he almost says fuck, but he goes, oh, fuck. I don't know. I gotta look at it.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. He says, "You gotta be shitting me," and then he goes, "Oh, fuck." Like it's like the FUC. He doesn't get the K out there. So I retract. Fair enough. But yeah, it's one curse that you can say in a PG-13 movie to not make it R.
Rated R.
No. And then
Man.
I think, and no red blood.
Yeah.
Once it's red blood, it's rated R.
I mean,
See, that's what-
in Kill Bill, when Beatrice fought the Crazy 88s, the whole scene turned to black and blue.
Black and white.
Black and blue. What
Yeah, you're right. It
The version
did.
I thought it was black and blue.
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
No,
what
it's
kind-
black and white.
It's black and
Well, but
white.
if it would have been NC-17 if it were in color.
Okay, that's fair.
That's right, because it's overlaid.
Wasn't Kill Bill rated R though, MC?
That's fine. He didn't want an NC-17 rating.
Oh,
No, he did.
It's fucking smart, man.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oof. Go.
Can't argue that.
She can ball and chain me.
Oh, the freaking. Of course, just would want
Oh
to
yeah.
do that.
Oh,
I
I
thought
mean,
it was black and blue. It's
that-
been a
that
minute
Where it
since
was
I've
black
seen
and
it.
I don't. I feel like it was black and
Um,
white, but I could be wrong.
and then it goes. Was it Lucy Liu? Yeah. Oh god, yeah. She's number one. Then Go. They all day.
It's- That is currently playing up at the Hollywood Theater, in 70 millimeter, the
Kill Bill
the
one.
new
the
one?
entire cut.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the like, unedited or whatever.
Yeah, it's black and blue.
That's one scene in a movie. In like,
That's
when
one
yeah,
scene.
dude. Not when shirt's cut.
That's
people
still
off.
my point. It's black and blue, so it's like there's no blood.
You can't see
You can't get a ding.
the true definition of the color of the blood. But obviously, we all know what it is at the end of the day and what color it's supposed to be. So I don't know. I digress with that one.
Back to
Great movie.
Godzilla.
Back to Godzilla now.
Space Go G. Space Go G.
So yeah, actually, here's a little question for y'all. And being the whole space Biollante, Space Godzilla.
3-4 inches.
What if this is a reversal? What if after Space Godzilla gets defeated, his sparkles go into the ground, into Hollow Earth, and now we get a Biollante.
Space Biollante.
Yeah,
Space Bio.
that's a cool setup.
I mean, my biggest questions are going to be: is Space Godzilla going to be even related Biollante, human-ish,
I hope not. Dude.
plant-ish, Godzilla-ish,
Right.
or is it, or are they going? Is this a huge misdirect?
Yeah.
You know,
Space
something
Godzilla
completely
just flies
something
by
new with
Earth.
the same name.
Fuck you.
He does.
Oh,
Have you guys seen Welcome to It, the final episode of the season? No.
yes. Yeah, Welcome to Dairy. Yeah.
Space Godzilla runs by Earth and like Richie at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. Give him the bird.
Yeah. Hilarious. Godzilla's just out there. You bitch. But yeah, I MZ, I agree. I think there's a lot of what ifs now. And now we can all speculate and say, well, what if this, what if that?
Because from a legal point of view, like sitting in those meetings, it's very possible that
My ears turned
they
off.
just want to use the name Space Godzilla for the narrative of the film, and it's just close enough in design that it will remind people of Space Godzilla. So Toho is kind of like, you're treading too close to this trademark.
Right.
So if we're going to continue to work together, then yeah, you're going to have to call it Space Godzilla, even though there may be no storyline in regards to Biollante up in space and all that other stuff.
It's one of those things now where the speculations can get heated and people argue about it, like it has to be this way or it has to be that way.
Or it's all exposition opening credits. Godzilla killed every single monster on the surface of the Earth. During the opening credits, they're like, anyway, there was this scientist that created this plant from his dead daughter in a rose, and Godzilla fought it.
They
Blah, blah,
could.
huge explosion.
You could be skipping, because that once again, that was one of my things about my note was Legendary does not have to follow the Toho's lore 100%. They can absolutely skip Biollante, go into Space Godzilla and not follow what was once done. Like history does not have to repeat itself in this
And they
in
can
this
say,
situation.
oh, that Chernobyl explosion, that was a cover-up because Godzilla did this super nuke and blasted Biollante into space.
Right.
all half
Yeah.
off camera
Yeah.
during the opening.
They
credits.
abs-
And we're
they
like, wait,
absolutely
what's that
can.
movie?
They absolutely
Of course they
can.
do that too. Yeah.
I don't think there's, I like I said in the beginning, I think Godzilla, you need to have at least his foundation. And obviously, what MZ said, I didn't even realize that, but you need to have a foundation, at least somewhat identical. But
Well,
they don't have to, moving on, they don't have to.
I was trying to pull something up for us to look at, but I guess both places I went to took down the images. So apparently one of the original ideas for Space Godzilla was for the monster to morph into the previous kaiju Godzilla had fought. So he would have fought Biollante Rose form, Biollante Final form, King Ghidorah, Batra, and Mothra before evolving into the Space Godzilla form.
Now, that was a Toho concept?
It was a Toho concept.
That's not surprising.
No, I mean, that's a shame.
With all of my making of books, there are some concept arts in there that are just like, oh, okay.
I
And
mean,
they keep all that stuff. They keep all of it
Yeah.
in the archives so that basically they can, come back around to it. And some director gives them a pitch like, well, hey, we had this design. What do you think about that? I mean,
Sure.
Space Godzilla had some pretty crazy designs.
Oh, yeah. He was 4 legs at one point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his entire back was just one giant crystal, like a Hershey kiss.
Yeah. It was certainly interesting.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
I mean, we still don't know. We haven't gotten anything other than, that.
I got it.
But what do you got? I don't know what you got.
Space Godzilla concept designs. Just keep talking while I do that, please.
Wrong one.
Oh god, zooming
Let's
in.
make up.
Zooming in more.
Enhance.
Zoom
You
in.
guys looking at the back of my ears?
No, actually, it's just looking at your ears because that's where it's zooming in. It's very nice. Very nice ears.
Weird. It's just following my earbud.
It really is.
Huh.
That's weird.
Is this Space Yeah. there
It
it is.
just zooms in.
What
Look
the
at my
fuck?
armpit, everybody.
That looks dumb.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Next.
I like that book, MZ. That looks cool.
Me too. It's got a lot
Eh.
of really fun behind the
No.
scenes stuff.
Is this the one you were talking about, MZ, with the Hershey Kiss back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's like fun for a creature in Hollow Earth to just
That's
like
so
trot
weird.
around.
Okay, that's the one we did.
It's still, yeah. Look at this fucking thing. Like, what is this monstrosity?
That's like the Biollante head.
That's where definitely Destroyer came from,
Bit,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yo, all the dorsal.
Yeah, I kind of
See, I wouldn't even mind that coming in. Like, that's cool.
Because
I'm
that's,
okay with
that's why I feel like they use the design for the cave paintings. Because like if you look at the dorsals on the cave painting walls, they remind me of this.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. But
Now
Jesus.
that's
I hate
more
that.
of the cave painting one, in my
Yeah.
opinion. That's because like the giant
Wait.
dorsals.
Is
I
there a
feel it could be
Space
raised.
Godzilla cave painting?
So
Wasn't there a Godzilla kind of flying?
yes,
Yeah, it's
so a
up in
lot
the
of
air,
people when that
drawing
image
it.
was shown, everyone was like, "That's Space Godzilla" because it coincides with the monster that
The
ate
monster
the
who
star.
ate a star.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, like all those like Space Godzilla being red. Like that's so weird.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Ghidorah.
what's this? Mecha King Ghidorah. Oh, is that? Oh, I thought it was Mecha. Okay. Ooh, look at it. This one's more dragon-like.
This one is very much like Titanosaurus. Did you already show that one?
That one's cool too.
Yo. Okay. Okay.
that?
I like that. Huh?
Justin, what are you feeling on this one?
For all of you who are listening, we'll do our best to use an over
Imagery.
narrative to describe what we're looking at on this.
Right now, we're
Amazing
looking at
audio
concept
podcast.
artwork for Space Godzilla. MZ is showing us out of his making of Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla book, and it's always fun to see these concept. I like these concept arts. They're just fun. But a lot, what's interesting? A lot of these, like, they do remind me of like Ultraman and his
This
kind.
Oh,
one
yeah.
kinda reminds
Yeah,
me
yeah.
of Titanosaurus.
Yeah,
It's
shit.
kinda-
I think that's the
Super
one.
fun,
Yeah,
super
he's just the one he just showed. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I guess,
dope.
yeah. Space
That
Godzilla
one I'm
was
very.
all just kinda white.
What the fuck is that?
That's
I mean,
Ultraman.
that looks like it's from
That-
space.
That is Ultraman. Yeah.
It's like an Ultraman or a Pokemon.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Dumb.
Okay, that's definitely Ultraman.
You know what that reminds me of? Monster Zero.
Monster X.
Or whatever the fuck it's called, yeah.
Yeah.
Batra?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because it has the, I think it's Bachelor or King Ghidorah wings. Oh,
Wow.
shit, yep, here they are,
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about. Space Godzilla's earlier forms when he was forming into other kaiju he had fought. So this is Biollante.
Oh my god. That's what we
God.
should have went with. That's a fucking nightmare.
That's the rose with the face, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
So that would have been Erica, bro. Oh my god, I wish it would have done that.
Her roar could have just been.
King Ghidorah. Okay, I'm actually not mad at this one. I like the gold, the red, the blue, like
It's really interesting.
the skeleton wings. Like that is interesting. Mothra Batra larva.
And
Okay.
this was all supposed to go down in Space Godzilla?
This was just like one of their drafts, so they literally just drew all these designs.
I think this is just go for
What
it
the
concept
fuck
art.
is
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Now, listen. This is unpopular opinion. If that's Space Godzilla, throw some crystal dorsals on his back, call it a fucking day. I'm for it.
That's kind of scary.
I'm
You're
for
for
that.
this?
Absolutely. Why
It's
not?
different.
It's very. It is alien. It is badass. It looks menacing. It looks like it could ruin your fucking day.
Looks like a
And I'm
Skittles.
What are your
for that.
thoughts? MZ, what are your thoughts?
I think it would be a really fun like little thing, like in Megaguirus, the littler ones, or like Destroyer that can climb all over Godzilla and just sting the shit out of him. I don't think it would it would be cool as a big thing, but like a smaller thing. You know, like the
Yeah.
panty crickets that fall off of the Cloverfield monster.
Ooh.
The smaller ones that like
the
that big.
Okay,
Did you just call them the panty crickets?
Panty cricket?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I call them exploding bugs.
MZ,
Well.
what?
I call them the blue
Well,
crabs.
because after the first,
Yeah.
after the first time I saw that movie, I was just like, oh, that monster just was looking for a drugstore because he had like a really bad.
He had crabs?
Yeah.
This thing is.
Oh. I love
I like
the
that.
red.
That's a fun
I love
concept.
the red and orange and white. The tail, I don't know. The tail kind of looks iffy.
It's always interesting that we never got like different colors of like bright colors like this. Like it's we're looking at a
This is
red
the-
Space Godzilla concept.
This is the Tokusatsu Sofubi version.
Yeah, hands down.
Absolutely.
But I'll be for it. I don't know. I just want them to get creative, man. Like I said, I don't need to sound like a broken record, but I just don't want the copy and paste nonsense. Cause that's what they've been doing.
Okay, if there's a Sofubi of this one, I'd definitely buy it.
I can probably find it.
I'm sure there is one.
At
It
least
looks simple enough.
or a
That's
custom.
the classic Space Godzilla colors. Concept art head. Flying form.
Have you
Yep.
seen that figure of that? That's fucking dope. I would.
The flying
buy
one.
There's a flying statue of that.
Yeah, I've seen that, and it looks ridiculous. I think I sent it to you.
Oh, my
Justin.
buddy has it, and I tried to
Wow.
buy. He's like, I won't sell. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
It's
Nah,
fucking
you have to
cool.
like find out like someone who does the modeling kits and shit.
Is it a kit?
It's Monstero.
It has to be a kit. It ain't no figure.
No.
I
Easily.
get that one.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
But I
Anyway, everyone, that's it. See ya.
that's it. Bye. Shortest episode ever. I don't know. I guess in the end, I don't know. Be open.
You know,
guys.
I would. I'm not gonna
Actually,
look it
hang on,
up because
I'll
I'm
pull
too
one more,
lazy. But it would be very interesting to see, like, if they even have the cast and crew who's working on the movie currently, because then you can also get from whatever concept artists are possibly credited on Supernova. So you could be like, oh, this designer designed. You know, like if let's just throw it out there, Patrick Tatopoulos. Oh, okay. You can get a gauge from his design style. Because he did the '98 Godzilla and the Independence Day and the Pitch Black and the Underworld Werewolves. He definitely has a style that's iconic. So
So let me
Now,
ask
what was that, MZ?
it
Like
would
you
be
look at?
it would be like oh gosh, a cast and crew. You would look at the crew, and the crew would be like concept artist, designer, creature designer.
Right.
I don't even know if they have those.
There's art departments.
Yeah, it would be art department, but it's also very possible they're not credited yet because
Nick-
a lot of times that
So,
doesn't come
so
out until
Nick
after.
Staff, concept artist.
Look him up.
Christian Schur, senior concept artist.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these
But see,
fucking
a lot of
people.
those concept art could also very much be like, oh, I'm in charge of the look of the settings in the different areas.
Yeah, because there's another dude, Dane Hallett. He's a concept artist. So it's like...
Yeah, concept art is like saying graphic designer. It's an insanely broad
Yeah.
stroke
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like, oh, I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, I'm in charge of the atmosphere for the scenes where Godzilla is, you know.
So, quick question, gentlemen. What are your thoughts on this Space Godzilla design? It's a fan design, and I think it's pretty sick. It's from Sango 97.
I mean, yeah.
It's fun.
That one,
Yeah, it's
like,
cool.
yeah. But once again, and I'm not shaming him. It's a copy and paste.
Yeah, it also kind of looks like Jared Medina, that artist.
It has
all that
a
really fun concept design. Kind of looks like his work.
It's just
who I would love it if he just like was like, surprise everybody, I am part of the film. I'd be, yes. And whatever he does, I would be like, yep, I'm okay with it. I got no qualms, anything, because I love his work. So, shout
I
out to
think
you,
it's
Jared.
a beautiful. I think it's an awesome design. I mean,
It
I
is.
love the,
It's very
the-
cool looking. I'm not mad. It's just like I said.
So, I got a question. Whoever this guy who made this figure, do we know?
Sango 97.
Okay.
Is their
Sorry if I missed-
handle?
Sorry if I mispronounced the name.
Is their Instagram handle?
Yeah.
Yes,
Instagram
that
name.
is his Instagram.
So-
Go,
here-
go follow.
So here's my thing: is like, what if say Legendary's like, I like that and I want it. That dude just made a shitload of money.
No, he didn't.
I mean, good
You
for
don't
him.
think so?
Good for him.
No, of course not.
They buy this.
They they did see like, hey, we'll give you $1,200 if you can have this design. We'll give you credit. And if they're a fan, not a business person, they'd be like, oh my god, yes, that'd be awesome. And then the movie makes $1 billion, and they get pissed off that they didn't get a percentage because they have a terrible manager, or they speak for themselves and they don't know how to actually do the
Right.
business. And then they get pissed off that they stole my design. It's like, no, we didn't.
Tell me how you
Yeah.
really feel.
Or they'll
Holy
just,
shit,
or
man.
they'll just steal the design and say, no, we were
Golly.
thinking of that stuff that's a bit like that already.
Golly.
And I mean, to be honest, if I made that and Legendary came to
I've said
me,
it before. It's show business. It's
Why
not
the
show
fuck is the
friends.
video sideways? I'm sorry, it's starting to piss me
Yeah,
off.
a lot
in
of
the
people
video,
have
it's
been
too
doing that. Yeah,
distracting
exit.
already.
But I'd be one of those fans that they came up to me and was like, "Yo, we'll buy that for $1,200." I'd be like, "Okay, yeah."
No, absolutely not. I'm like,
Are you kidding me? To see my name in the credits, $1,200. Yep, I sell myself short.
that's all I get is $1,200. No,
That's just a theory, right?
You know, also a lot of, places will have a, hey, show us your Space Godzilla designs. If it gets picked, you'll get to be showcased. And people love that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason that a lot of giant companies get things for free. You know, it's like they want to be seen. They want to be acknowledged. That's totally awesome. I completely get that.
Well, they did
So,
that with
no,
Jet
just because
Jaguar,
your
right?
name is up in the credits doesn't mean you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
Or even have
apparently
money.
Kaiju Combat is
I ain't a fuck. I'm a fucking nobody.
flexing so hard right
Kaiju
now.
Combat is
Bro,
everybody.
look at. I'm showing the space.
Hey, it's cool,
Godzilla
man. Hey,
design.
so this is Kaiju Combat. I heard this guy's really cool.
No, this.
How many
guy-
followers
this
he
guy-
got?
I heard. It.
He's at probably like 78K now.
You know I'm gonna bust your balls. But yeah, that figure looks great.
I heard he. I heard he's not that great, honestly.
I heard he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, right.
No,
I
if
heard
they
MZ is the goat of all goats.
if they do that, I honestly I wouldn't be mad. But I agree with you, John. Also, if they come up with their own damn design, also cool. I'm easy.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, it's like we can't. There's nothing we can do. Like if they come out with a copy and paste, all right, like that's it. But if they come out with something like original and new and creative, yeah, that's it. Like there's nothing we can do. So
No.
it is what
At
it
the
is.
end of the
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, we'll get to our microphones and
fucking said it.
scream and yell
At
at
the
you.
end of the day, you don't owe me a Coke. Fuck y'all.
At the end of the
Jinx,
day,
bitch.
there's nothing we can. Like John said, there's nothing we can do. It's all,
Say it one more time,
What'd
man.
you say? It's
Yeah.
all show
Yeah,
business. Show
I need-
business not
I need-
what for.
One more time. I need to make it 5.
God.
Yeah. Remember, at
What
the
happens
end of the
at the end of
what?
the day?
At the end of the what?
At the end of what?
Day of the end.
What?
Hey,
Day of the end.
the end of days. Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that was heavily forgotten.
You fucking bad mother. You fucking choir boy compared to me. Choir boy.
What if I live in a place where the sun never shines?
That's my asshole.
Oh.
At the end of the night?
Is it where is it? Is that in like oh god, what was it? I just watched a
Somewhere
video
in
about it.
Alaska.
It's like they see the sun for like
16 days of the year.
like 60 yeah, like
Alaska?
and then
Alaska?
like they have night for like 80 years or some shit. It's like
30
ridiculous.
days, 30 days a night, Josh Hartnett.
Like motherfuckers will be mowing their lawn at like 2 in the morning because the sun is like super bright. It's crazy. That would fuck me up entirely.
Lawnmowers with headlights. Get
right.
a ticket with no headlight.
Oh, you don't even need it. Fuck. But okay. All right. So solid job. We talked about Space Godzilla. Cool. I think we all can say, hey, we're excited to see the end results and to see what kind of movie we get in 2027. We got some time.
Oh, I do have one more question, John.
What's that?
After Space Godzilla,
No.
what the fuck is next? What is
Whatever
next?
they want.
Yeah.
I don't even care anymore. I'm just excited.
You know, I think.
It-
Go on, Ramon.
Go ahead,
Go.
Jim.
No. Go.
God.
yeah. No, I just think like holy shit because I'm trying to like picture in my head like what else is Legendary gonna do? We are like now we're already coming out swinging with Space Godzilla. How the fuck are we gonna top that? Because obviously Space Godzilla.
I already know they're gonna do.
Space Godzilla is
they're
not
setting
the
it-
best.
no,
We
they're
can
setting
top
it up.
He is
so many
one
other
of the
ways.
best.
Soviet
Yeah,
Union
one of isn't
Kaiju.
the.
Huh? What, Justin?
Soviet Union
Oh,
Kaiju.
Jesus Christ, you Soviets. Christ.
Soviet Union.
I think this is one of the problems that we face as a community is, and we do it. I do it with fucking -1. What's next? It's like
-2.
the answer is whatever the fuck they want, right? Like we can sit here and speculate and be like, oh well, what's next? How are they gonna top it? I mean, leave it up to them. You know, I think it's like, you know, I'm always the one that argues about having Destroyer into this because I automatically go to where he's the ender of everything. But that's only in Toho lore. It could be very, very different in space in the Monsterverse. You know, granted, I want this. You know, I want the Monsterverse to continue and all that good stuff. But you know, it all depends.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice. Sweet.
Thank you. I don't know. I
It's just at the end of the day, it's like whatever they want to do. Like keep this going. We got some good stuff. Let's not end, you know, the Monsterverse. If we have 3 different timelines, and I say 3, and I'm talking about like Shin. If Shin 2 comes out, the -1 timeline, and then Legendary. I think it's fun to have. It's so much. We're not waiting 8 years for a next Godzilla movie. Like now we have things in the interim and all. Oh God, what did he do now? Do I want to
just keep going.
Oh Jesus. I want a Big Mac.
Ew. Fast
Fuck you, ew.
fast food.
Oh yeah, good for you. But yeah. So anywho, Ramon, kind of to answer your question as to like what's next. It's up to them.
No, I can't argue that.
It's all up to them.
MZ, I have a curious question for you.
Get our fucking question
Also,
today.
just real
No,
quick,
no,
just for all the fans to know, I do not know 100% what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the industry. I'm only talking about from my perspective of working in it for 25 plus years. It is not about
Which industry?
the person who creates it making a ton of money, because it's all about, just like in the military complex and
Hey!
contracting and stuff, it's all about the lowest bidder. The lowest bidder gets the contract. So, Justin, you know this. Military grade doesn't
Worst
get the best.
fucking military grade
means
toilet paper is the worst fucking thing in the world.
means
That shit
means
shreds my
the
asshole.
cheapest. It means the cheapest.
You
so
want? It's
I'm
like
just saying.
cheese grater on my asshole is military grade paper. Toilet paper.
So when it comes to like people designing stuff, they're hourly unless they have great representation that says, "Hey, I'm representing my client. They don't work for this," or you know, some models are like, "I don't get out of bed for less than $100,000 a day." So you want them on the cover of Vogue, you're going to be paying minimum.
That'd be a cheap fucking model.
Yeah, and that's where they get these people that rise up in fame, because they're like, hell yeah, I'll work for free, and then that lowers the bar for people who've been working for 20 years, and we're like,
All right,
oh
guys.
well.
We got
Right.
we can-
Anyway, sorry, Ramon, what were you talking about?
What was your question again?
Let me step off my
Before I started
applesauce.
yelling at you for your...
You're
What
fine.
was,
That just,
what was the end of the
that
day
made me
question?
laugh.
See what I did there?
Man. Just, dude, you did there. Fuck, I'm trying to get my train of thought back. So,
You got
MC,
this.
I'm going to ask you, as a, like, let's say in your shoes, as a producer of the Monsterverse film, how do you keep the fandom excited for the news of Space Godzilla? How would you do it to keep everybody more engaged?
By getting fired because I give them what they want, and the people who are the shareholders would say that's not what our demographics and numbers say. So make us money. Stop wasting our money.
Against the motherfucking grain, MC.
Yeah,
I like it.
basically, I'd get fired.
I like it. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Hey,
You know,
MC.
It's they're men in suits for a reason. It's like, oh, well, our first teaser trailer had an uptick in 16 to 18-year-olds and 45% drop off in 5 seconds, so we need to make it more exciting, more flashy. What do you think they want? Well, according to the algorithm, the comments kept saying they want to see this monster and this monster, so maybe we should do this monster.
Fuck
It's
'em.
meetings and meetings. That's why
I
why
do
movies got
truly-
leaked in the 80s and the 70s, because directors were able to just make movies.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
It's copy and
film
paste.
studios. It's film studios. Directors are a name to sell
Yeah.
a product, and they
Yeah.
don't get to really do their vision the way they want to. They have to answer to the suits who are giving them the money, and the suits answer to their shareholders, and the shareholders already have their idea of what they want, and there are decades of what they think works that doesn't always work, because sometimes they'll spend $1 billion on something that completely flops in the box office. And then they're like, okay, no more live action remakes. But then one live action remake makes $1 billion. And they're like, all right, let's do a sequel for this live action remake.
And that's why I say, like, like when Adam Wingard was like, this is GXK, the new Empire is going to be my vision. I said it in one of the episodes, I said, your vision fell flat because it felt already written. Like, there wasn't anything new and spectacular about it. You really said, another monkey? Yup! That's new and original. What? Yeah,
It's also probably that he had a lot of studio interference too. And he
I'm
had
sure.
basically, like,
I highly
to
doubt
go,
he had.
All right, here's my.
He had all the creativity, the open space to go, do whatever you want. Highly doubt it.
Yeah.
I think now that we're going into it, if we revert back to the image of the cave painting of Space Godzilla, this whole thing was written out. And they're making changes, tweaks here and there, but they're nothing major. They're minor, and they're just going to go with it.
Frost bitch.
I was gonna
Frostbitch.
say, didn't they just I feel like they just put it on there. There was probably no deep connection involved.
But you know what? I can't agree with that because there might have. I mean, let's be real. As we, if you go a deep dive into like all these movies, there has been a similar kind of thing going on here. Like it's all written out already, right? We had Godzilla versus Kong on the cave. We had King Ghidorah versus Godzilla on the cave. This is all it's already set in motion. So and even still you have the crystals in Hollow Earth. You can
I didn't think about that.
You can easily reach and say crystals, Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla has crystals. Hollow Earth has crystals. So next is obviously going to be Space Godzilla.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, maybe they'll actually
What?
acknowledge the fact that there's all those giant
Math.
crystals everywhere. They're like, oh my gosh,
Right.
this is like they were saying with New Empire. Oh, there's a signal. There's a signal coming from here, and then they'll just extrapolate on that. It's like, oh, this is sending a warning or a help, and blah blah blah.
And it reached it because obviously from the Hollow Earth to the surface it reached. Who's to say it didn't go farther than the surface? That
Godzilla's
signal.
flying. Who the
Yeah,
fuck's calling
Space
me?
Godzilla is
Who
in
the
there, and all of
fuck
a
is
sudden,
calling me?
and gets the jackets. I mean, okay, I'll go even fucking further and do a reach.
Okay.
The mountain triangle things that the girl kept on drawing, Gia kept on drawing, Space Godzilla's crystals.
Oh.
But see, that's a reach. That's a reach that you can put in to this sort of thing and say, well, now I'm just going to relate anything and everything possible to Space Godzilla.
Oh yeah,
Being
the
in film.
pyramids that got destroyed. Space Godzilla.
Yeah, you absolutely can say that because hey, it's pointy. It's pointy.
Godzilla eating the pizza. Space Godzilla. Pointy.
Godzilla nesting in the Coliseum. The round part of the crystals that's on the inside. Space Godzilla.
Space Godzilla.
You know, like this, but this is what speculation does. It could, devalue,
We're fucking up.
the creativity of it all. What'd you got, Dustin?
Hey, you really want to reach, but now it's in the crystal Scar King had. Oh shit!
I was gonna say,
Got
what
destroyed.
if space?
But yeah, but where it
That
came
was
from
the
though?
beacon. That's the beacon.
Yes, to my asshole.
Yes. Jesus Christ, Justin.
The beacon.
You and your ass.
Wow,
Yeah,
lot of ass.
this class. Dude, that
What
could
is-
what if, right?
Well,
I was gonna say,
yeah,
what if Space
it's
Godzilla
back
was-
to the what ifs, right? Like,
Yeah.
and
Space Godzilla is a Shimu Alpha.
Or, hold on, we're fucking.
God.
Let's go out there.
Oh God.
All right, I'm gonna. What if they said
What if?
she was the mother? What the fuck you go if he's the father? Because the crystals. I'm just fucking throwing crystals out there now.
So
You,
Space
like,
Godzilla is the father of all Titans.
we don't fucking know.
No, we
You
don't.
can do it. Except
but I
for
was saying,
except for
like,
Scar
what if-
King. Fuck that retard.
No,
Hey, I'm
no,
saying
Space
it. I'm
Godzilla-
saying
Or
it.
Scar King was bit at this point, but I was gonna say, what if Space Godzilla was fucking like messing with Gia's mind, like, hey, get rid of these.
Oh god, I
two.
think it's a
I'm so glad you went to messing because you went. What if Space Godzilla was fucking? And I'm like, oh what?
No.
I'm like,
Tear
whoa.
What
Tear it
if
up,
he was
Shimu!
what if he was creating these like illusions of like, hey, get rid of Scar King and Shimo because I'm the real bigger threat, and they don't know about it. But like you said, those signals,
going
it's
through the
Space
roof.
Godzilla, and it's messing with Gia and the Iwi. I'm
Well,
telling
I
you,
mean,
man,
it could.
because
You know,
I feel like Space Godzilla was smarter.
We're just
like a very
blowing this
smart
fucking
monster.
out.
I mean, with that, and I think this is like kind of where I want to like kind of speak to the listeners and viewers. I think speculation and what ifs are fun, but it's when you take them and wear it on your sleeve and you have to get all angry and upset because someone is disagreeing with your speculation. I think this should be the fun part about it, is that we're all talking about shit that we don't even know if it's gonna happen or not. Like, we can all automatically say, oh, Rodan's gonna be in it. Fuck yeah, like, it's cool. Like, exactly. If MZ didn't want Rodan to be in it, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, MZ, you're a dick. Fuck you. Rodan should be in it. I think we gotta have fun with it. And, at the end of the day, like, sure, we were really, I think we've as a community we've locked in on canon and how it needs to be and what it should be and how it should play out. One of the topics is like Hedorah and -1, and MZ, you have stated this too, is that Hedorah doesn't work because of the time. But what does that matter? Like, we're looking. That's Toho. That's Toho's timeline. And from the 70s, doesn't have to be this way now, because now, if like realistically, they changed 54's origin.
Change.
Yeah.
So why can't they change the same for Hedorah? Like, maybe Hedorah creates the pollution. Maybe I don't know, from the nuclear waste and energy of the atomic bomb.
Or the rise of industrialization.
Or my ass!
Or from Justin's ass.
Like,
You and your ass, John.
Right.
Good
unchecked
Lord.
EPA stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like maybe Hedorah just comes from all that, from the
Yeah.
new rise of industrialization.
I think we have to somewhat, and we all do this. We have to let go of the past and kind of welcome and embrace the future of it, right? Because if we constantly held on to the past, we shouldn't be liking -1 or Shin.
No.
Shin totally changed Godzilla for who he is and what he
came
is.
from nuclear waste
Right,
pollution.
evolution, and then we had something with evolution, which was never done with Godzilla before. The back did beams. He did a beam. The tail had a face, had a beam too. It really changed, and yes, There are people who aren't a fan of Shin, and there are people who are.
Didn't Justin say that the face on Shin Godzilla's tail was Goromaki? The guy who died.
Well,
in the
yes.
boat?
No, I believed it was.
I think it
didn't
was
say
too.
shit.
I believed it was
I
Goro.
thought you did.
Nah, it was probably. I might have said that it's. Well, it is. It's very human. It has a. It has
It's a human face.
It is. So why couldn't it be? Right? And the human Zillas, that changed a
Goromaki's
lot
name.
of
Change.
Godzilla's lore of what he is and all that shit. So I don't think it's too far off to say things can be different. And I think it should be interesting. Like, I'm excited for both fucking films. I'm excited for everything that's coming out. Let's go. Fucking A. And like I said in my one post, it's gotta be real. It's gotta be real fucking lonely not to be a Godzilla fan, because Godzilla is dominating. He is dominating, and if you ain't on the boat, you get left behind, and that's lonely.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
But what if I got an
literally,
airplane?
He's.
Do I get left hand? I can fly.
You can parachute out of that airplane.
Thank you.
You will.
Whee!
Okay.
I mean, yeah, he's dominating comics, and then now apparently a few days ago, Godzilla and Sonic.
Yeah.
Now doing a crossover. I'm like, what the? I never.
But
would've expected
Godzilla can't
those
get a
two.
fucking game for himself. I mean,
He has to be featured in everything else, but he can't get his own
But he
game.
can't get his own game.
I
He's gonna be in
think.
my town in like what the next?
Yeah,
next month?
Godzilla versus Portland. Like, that just fucking announced that. Like, and MZ was like, oh, it's about time.
I'm not gonna say a
Well,
fucking
and for those
word
of you
on
who
that,
don't know,
by the way.
and for those of you who don't know, Godzilla in Portland is probably going to be Biollante because Portland has another name called the City of Roses. And so in the one cover that I saw is there's a giant rose behind Godzilla, and then of course there's Voodoo Donuts, overrated.
Fuck you.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens when Godzilla comes to Portland.
Yeah, but that's like the thing. Like, we're getting so much of it.
Well, I didn't read Godzilla in Kansas.
I didn't read any of those
I didn't read
fucking. I didn't read any of those things.
I didn't
I'll
read
read
any
the
of it
Portland
either.
one just because I feel obligated.
I think
your
you
hometown.
should. I feel like that should be
hometown. I feel like you're
a you
obligated
should
to.
do
It's
that.
not my hometown. Sure, if Godzilla went to Salinas, that would be amazing.
What is that? Is that a town?
Yes, it's the salad bowl of the world. It's John Steinbeck country.
Who's
I'm
John?
still
Who's?
holding out
Most
for
of your
Godzilla.
produce comes from Salinas.
Oh.
Salinas. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'll be
Selena.
dipped.
I'm still
Did you
holding
know
out
that
for
Janus makes elevators and they also do films?
Did you know kangaroos
Yes, I
can't jump
did.
backwards?
I have a Janus elevator in my facility. It has a logo. It was great. I remember the first time seeing it, I'm like, I know this logo. And then I watched I don't know what Godzilla movie it was, and it said Janus Films. And I'm like, son of a bitch. It's Kirkland batteries all over again. Goddamn you, Costco.
Want to blow your fucking mind? Why are M&M's different fucking colors? Because they taste the same.
Who said that? Who said that?
No,
Who
why-
said that? I heard that before. I know it.
It's fucking stupid. I don't know. No, but
It's
no,
probably
seriously,
Tom Segura or some shit.
Nintendo started as a cab company.
No, I don't
Look at
fucking
that.
get it. Like, that's one thing, like Skittles. They can all be the same color. I'm just saying.
Well, Skittles have different flavors.
Sour.
do.
But yeah, I guess, for
Fuck your iPad.
as
Someone's got
for
it.
Space
Charge it.
Godzilla, I'm not the biggest fan of him being in this next
Fuck
film.
you. Hands.
Good.
You're getting fucking hands when I see you.
Hands
Talk
me
to
in
me
the
about
ass, please. Go ahead. I would have loved to see Biollante, to be honest, because I think. What the fuck was that, Justin? What the fuck was that?
Pissing.
Oh, dude, that was something. Never mind, I ain't gonna go where I thought that shit was.
Whoa, what the fuck do you think it was?
I thought it was I thought it was one of those fisty dildos.
I just pulled it out. Yeah, I was carrying my. Hey guys, you see my
Oh
new
my
toy?
You had it like in a drawer. It's like if you ever watch Archer, Valerie Archer has like a dildo in the one drawer, and there's the one day that Archer discovers it and it's vibrating. Oh god, it's hilarious.
John, holy shit.
Cause Mrs. Archer is fucking around with the KGB guy. God, I love that show so much. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's kind of like, all right, let's go. More Godzilla. Fucking awesome. That's all.
We're in the greatest time to be a Godzilla fan. So
I agree,
stop the
man.
bitching. Stop the bitching.
I think there's a lot of great things, and listen, I think no one has to like everything. We're not here to be an echo chamber, and it's like, oh well, you have United Godzilla fans, you should like everything, and in Kaiju Combat, you have Kaiju in your name, you should like every Kaiju. Collecting, you should be collecting everything.
You legally changed your name to Majirra. You should love it.
You should be watching every single Godzilla film. It doesn't.
Yeah, MZ.
It's not like that. It doesn't have to be like that. We all we like and we don't like who and what and whatever. Like, who fucking cares? And that's what makes us individuals. So bring this shit on. I hope it's great. I hope it is better than the New Empire. Am I fucking feeling upbeat and positive? No. But I hope it is good. I hope it is. Because you know what? I'll be honest. I just, the way Legendary has been going, it just hasn't been. I think, with Skull Island and King of the Monsters, those two films are amazing.
Great.
But then once you got, and
Motherfucker!
I don't care. You went right into GVK with goofy ass Mechagodzilla, Michael Bay unused Transformers, looking like a box and laughing and having these hands that are.
Shin Godzilla looked like a fucking hemorrhoid on my ass. So fuck you.
Mechagodzilla. The only good thing Mechagodzilla in that film was good for was opening a pickle jar.
Godzilla! Arms! I got hands! When I yell, I'm in pain! Fucking weak bitch!
And at least it was a good origin, like, holy shit!
What do you mean Mecha Godzilla? Apex is the best fucking thing. Fuck you!
Yeah, only to open a pickle jar. Only to open a pickle jar. Alright. Yeah.
Where do pickle jar? I'm so.
Yeah, like, yeah, like.
That fucking hand's dope. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's a chameleon claw.
I don't give a shit. I will defend Apex Mecha Godzilla all fucking day.
I know you will. Apex is your boy. But
digressing here, I just don't think they're sure, there are cool moments in each film, right? Like, but
I just we're going away with calling Shin Godzilla a hemorrhoid.
I can't really debate it.
That's pretty
He's
funny,
a
right?
walking scab.
He is. So I mean, what's a hemorrhoid?
Pain.
In pain, like it sucks.
Hemorrhoids hurt. Hemorrhoids hurt.
Oh my god, is this the new nickname for Shin, the Hemorrhoidzilla?
No, I don't want to call him that.
I am.
I would call him scab.
Can we call him like Shimmeroid? Shinroid?
Now,
Good
can one of your fans design a hemorrhoid that looks like Godzilla? That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god, imagine like you stick a hemorrhoid and it has like hands out like this and
It's
just,
like, why, father? Poor MZ's is dying.
Alright,
Well,
well, I think we dived into enough. I think once again the consensus of us all is we're looking forward to it. We got some doubts, but we have some positives. That's okay.
The end of this podcast went crazy.
Yeah, we fucking roller
We
coaster.
got problems. We got problems.
Listen, the FBI is still trying to figure out what's wrong with me, so I mean it's okay.
You know what?
Go on,
it's
brother.
all in fun though, because guess what? It's been a great year for United Kaiju Podcast. I'm happy to say that we're super happy to have you and MZ Justin on the show. It's each episode we've done with you guys has been nothing but bangers and laughter. So for you two to be on the show,
You had me at bangers.
thank you guys, because you guys make this so much fun when it's time to record.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just gonna apologize if my energy level is off. It's because I didn't get any sleep last night.
Why is that?
I was tired.
Ooh.
What happened last night?
I just couldn't sleep.
Oh, why is
You
that?
had too
Keep
much
going.
caffeine last night or what?
I don't drink caffeine. I just couldn't sleep.
All right, Justin, we get you what you want to see in here.
Sorry, guys. It's
Stop it.
boring. I just couldn't sleep,
Dick.
so I'm tired.
But before we go, is there anything y'all want to say to
Nope.
close out the year of 2025?
I have to give a boy shout out to Motero from Discord. Thank you for making my day, brother. That meant a lot. So, bam! Shoot guns and fingers to you.
MZ.
I'm currently open for commissions. Reach out if you guys want something else.
That was your butthole. Sorry.
God damn it. Thank you to everybody, and thank you to my co-hosts for always being on their A game and coming on and recording, having such a great time.
Maybe my B game today.
Your B game is my A game, baby. So do it up. I don't even know if that was fucking logic or not. And the year doesn't make your life. It doesn't make your life the way you want it to be. If you want it to be full of Godzilla, make it full of Godzilla. Like, fucking go after it. Do your shit. And just be happy with anything and everything in your life. I hope everyone gets fucking rich next year.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
And for me, I just want to say thank you to all the amazing listeners and viewers on the podcast and our YouTube channel. We have been seeing a lot of growth. And I want to give a quick thank you to Justin for sending us his amazing kaiju.
Fuck that dude! Shut up!
Oh my gosh, shut up! Shut the fuck up! You're gonna
Mr. Non-compliment.
Yeah. So, picking back up from the bottom of my heart, it means a lot that you guys have been enjoying what we've been doing for you guys. And I want to give an amazing shout out to these three amazing gentlemen that I'm happy to not only call my co-hosts, but my brothers. So without them, there would be no United Kaiju Podcast, and I am grateful to be closing out the year with them. And then 2026 is going to be an even bigger year for us. We got a lot coming in stores soon. So from us to you, we appreciate all the support. Now, to close out the show, can we all, in unison, bless the episode one last time in 2025?
I want to do my saying, but I can't. Never mind. I'm not going to do it. All right. Ready?
Ready. 1, 2, 3.
Daddy's home.
Kicking
my ass.
We'll see you all next year.
And this fucking episode. We're
Merry
done.
Christmas,
Goodbye.
Happy New Year's,
Love
guys.
everybody.
Guys, stay united.
Deuces.